What does this sign tell you? You mustn't drive over 50 kilometers here, or you don't have to drive over 50 kilometers here. What is your variant? Mine is you mustn't drive over 50 kilometers here. What about this picture? What it tells you? You mustn't take liquids over 100 milliliters here on board, or you don't have to take liquids over 100 milliliters. What is your option? Mine is you mustn't. How do I know? Hello everyone, glad to see you back. If you're new here, welcome. In this video we will do a lot of practice and especially a lot of speaking practice, because if you would like to speak, to never think which option should I use, which structure should I use, how should I build this structure, we need to make our mouth, our lips, our tongue be used to pronouncing such sentences, or actually any grammatical structures, any grammar instruments. So we don't need to think how to build it. Our mouth already knows how to build them. So in this lesson we will do a lot of speaking. I hope you will have the opportunity to speak out loud with me. So do not only watch this video, please speak with me, and you will be ready to speak at any moment in real life. So let's look, how can we know when to use mustn't or don't have to? You have two situations. One situation is when you are not allowed to do it. It means you cannot do it. Like the sign with these 50 kilometers. You cannot drive more than 50 kilometers. So should you use mustn't or don't have to? Of course, you will use mustn't. So mustn't means that you cannot do it. You are not allowed. It is forbidden. And when it's just not necessary, there is no need. You don't need. You can do it, but you don't need. Then we use don't have to. Look, you mustn't throw them away, meaning your liquids, which are more than 100 milliliters. You mustn't throw them away, or you don't have to. Think, you can put them in the checked baggage, right? So there is no need to throw them away, right? So if there is no need, what would you use? You would use don't have to. You don't have to throw them away. No. Just put them in the checked baggage. There is no need to throw them away. Okay, so you will have 10 sentences to choose from. You will have time to, of course, have a look and say your variant. Then I will show you the correct variant and you will have a time to repeat it again. Okay, so drilling, if you say it out loud, your brain will remember it. It will start feeling these situations and these structures as it is your native language. Just like in your native language, you don't think how to, you just say it, right? So in order to achieve this result in English, you need to speak. Speak. Even being alone, being just with me on the other side of the screen, speak, say it loud, and you will know how to use it in a real situation. So this the sign says that you talk on the phone. Your option, the sign says that you mustn't talk on the phone. You are not allowed. No, you cannot. You're not allowed. You mustn't. You repeat. Good. Next, you apologize. It isn't necessary. You don't have to apologize. It isn't necessary. Here is the key word. It isn't necessary. No need. You don't have to apologize. Good. Next one. There is another bus later, so we hurry. Think of the situation. Oh, there is another bus later, so no need to hurry, right? So there is another bus later, so we don't have to hurry. You say it. Well done. Let's move on. I drive fast here. There was a speed limit sign. Speed limit sign. Of course. I mustn't drive fast here. There was a speed limit sign. So sign is something about the rules when we are not allowed, correct? Right. So I mustn't drive here. There was a speed limit sign. You say it? Excellent. Next one. You drive so fast, we have a lot of time. I'm showing you. You don't have to drive so fast. We have a lot of time, right? So think of this situation. We have a lot of time. There is no need to drive so fast. You don't have to drive so fast. Good? Next one. I be late for work. It's my first day in the office. Think of this. It's my first day in the office. There is no need for me to be late for work. Or I cannot be late for work, right? So think about that. I cannot be late for work. It's not like someone does not allow you to be late. So of course, by rules, we shouldn't be late. But it's you, yourself, who does not allow yourself. You do not allow yourself to be late for work. So you say, I mustn't be late for work today. It's my first day in the office. Good. And next one. You learn many idioms to pass IELTS. Just the most common ones are enough. Read this sentence again, understand the meaning. You can pause the video, make pauses as many times as you need. If you need more time, obviously make a pause. I just don't want this silence to be too long. So read this sentence again. You learn many idioms to pass IELTS, just the most common ones are enough. Read it again and think. Okay, so I'm showing you don't have to learn many idioms. Look, it's like you mustn't. You're not allowed to learn many idioms. Of course you can. Well, if you want, you can. But the truth is that there is actually no need to learn many idioms. Indeed, I'm telling you this as an IELTS instructor, you don't have to learn many idioms because it will not help you. You will not remember all of them. You only need to remember the most common ones. So just the 20, maybe 30 if you wish, but don't learn too many. If you don't know them, don't learn too many, because the moment at the exam when you are stressed, there is a high chance you will not remember all the idioms that you learned. Just know the such ones which are good for many topics. Okay, this will be enough. So there is no need to learn all of them. You don't have to. Okay, you don't have to. Well, next one. You smoke in here. Smoking is not allowed. This one is easy. Of course, you mustn't smoke in here. Smoking is not allowed. What can I say? Not allowed. Clearly, you mustn't. We have the blinders shut during takeoff and landing. So these blinders on the windows on the aircraft, when you have a flight, when you fly, so these flight attendants, they say, please open them, no matter if it is sunny or if it is night, you always have to have them open, because this is safety instructions. If we close them, it is not safe, only take off and landing. So take off when we fly up in the sky, and landing when we come down on earth to the ground. So we have the blinders shut. Mustn't or don't have to if it is very, very important. It is a rule. Ready? I'm showing you. We mustn't have, we cannot have the blinders shut. No, 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 we cannot. Meaning we mustn't have the blinders shut during takeoff and landing. And the last one, you print your certificate, the e-version will do. So this will do, meaning is good. It will work. Good. It will work. So you cannot, or there is no need. Ready? I'm showing. You don't have to print your certificate. The e-version will do. Pause this video to repeat, to say it yourself. And these are the applauses to you. If you stayed with me till this moment, you are my star, and I'm very, very proud of you. You are on your way to absolute fluency in English. Of course, I wish you all the best luck on your learning journey. And if this video was helpful for you, please do not forget to give it a like and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. I hope to see you in my next videos. There is actually one more video on this topic, mustn't, don't have to, so you can go, I will put the link down below, you can go check yourself, and there are more practice, speaking practice on my channel, so I invite you to watch those videos too. And let me know in the comments below if you liked this lesson. Just tell me a word. It is really inspiring and motivating for me. I will feel that you found it useful and helpful. So I hope to see you in my next videos as well. Until then, please take care. See you soon. Bye.